And then there was the time that I went to the desert and...
Daddy, you just said that you talked to a man and the man told you to go take a crystal and kill an evil wizard?
Yes?
Why didn't you do this part of the story first instead of the bit where we went and killed things and, like, hunted deer for ages? You're not a very good storyteller, Dad.
Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. We need to go out. It is a good point. I kind of need a guide. But who would guide me? That is a good question. That guy's standing up. He must be important.
What can I get you?
Please put your weapon away. This is a peaceful place of worship. There you go.
Well met!
Is there no one who can guide me?
Hello.
Hello! We all speak like this in the evil temples. Tiggy, you're not going to help me get there?
Hey there.
Nope. So, I need to find someone to help me get... Oh, you guys will talk.
Hello.
Thank you for healing the wizard. I tried my best, but ever since I left the service of Lathandai... Oh, but I'm sure you're not interested in me. Ever since you left the service of Lathandai? It was just... Once I was a cleric of Lathandai. Wounds such as the wizards were nothing to me. I returned people to life. Always knew my god was with me. Now there is nothing. I cannot even help this man. And I feel nothing from how... I'm beginning to wonder if I was wrong in coming here.
Deacon do not knows. Maybe he should talk to Barry. He is great hero. He knows everything.
I was talking to him.
Oh, so Deacon's advice not good enough for you? You better than Deacon?
I didn't mean it like that.
Nope. You go ahead and talks to Barry. Deacon just sits here and adds footnote in epic story about stupid human who not able to make up mind.
Is it wrong of me to feel this way? You are a holy man, my lord, are you not? Can you not advise me? If you have doubts, you are not a true believer of Ao, are you? I see. I suppose not. What should I do? I happen to know the Oasis of the Green Palm could use a new cleric of Lathandai. Yes, I've heard of that. There is a temple of Lathandai there, is there not? And they need a new cleric, you say? Thank you, my lord, for showing me the way. I will never forget this. I could have made him join my own religion.
What is your religion?
Kick ass.
That's not a religion.
Totally is.
Hello. I greet you,
Welcome to my humble abode of we few followers of Lord Ao. I'd like to ask you some questions. Trading post? Yes, but that is not our initial intention. After we built this temple, word of our presence spread and some trading caravans started to stop here on their way across the desert. We offered them water in exchange for supplies. It was not until Musharak's trading became more prevalent, but that is his business, and not ours. I admit, I would never have thought of a Hobgoblin as a trader, but that seems to be all Musharak is interested in. According to the Bedin, he spent years trading among their tribes until he settled here. Now he trades with both the Bedin as well as the caravans that come through. It meant we no longer trade water for equipment, of course, but I suppose that is how it was meant to be. Why can you no longer trade water? Well, because Musharak trades it. There is no reason for us to do any trading if that is what he does. Does he give you part of the profits? No, of course not. He is not an oust. He uses our encampment out of convenience. If he uses your water in your camp, you should benefit. I suppose so. I doubt Musharak would agree, though. You speak of him as if you don't like him. He is not an outcast that scoffs openly at our beliefs. If he stays with us, I would at least hope for tolerance. So I put up with him. I cannot contemplate the nature of apathy if I do not practice it, no matter how difficult it might be. presence benefits you, right? His presence benefits the caravans and the Bedine. Also allows us to place to buy goods, though we've very little coin to do so now we don't know water. Perhaps I could speak with him, if you wish. Wushrak is anything but agreeable when it comes to us, however. Oh goody! I now have to go and talk to a Hobgoblin and persuade him to let the people benefit from the sale of water. Epic hero quest, folks. Epic, heroic, and I have no idea where I'm going.
I greet you.
I'd like to ask some questions. About the AOists. I do not like to talk about my neighbors much. They're odd and accommodating. How do the AOists survive here? Have you ever cut a worm in half and noticed that both halves keep on living? Well, I noticed that, but I do not know how they manage it. I do not know how these fools survive either. But there you have it. Every once in a while they come to me and purchase supplies, but I rely more on my income from trading with the Bedine tribes. I get along with them. They're a really interesting little group as long as they keep their religious ideas to themselves and keep paying me for the supplies they need. It was very kind of them to allow me to take over trading of the water. I was afraid they might put up a fuss. They just looked at my guard, Ludo, and shrugged. Say hello to the nice Lord Ludo. See? We're all getting along so well. How lovely. Now, how would you like to browse my wares and make a purchase or two? Do you pay for the protection of water at the AOists? Now, what kind of fool would I be to do such a thing? I was a traveling merchant making minor deals with the Bedine until I found out about this little settlement. They would trade the water for supplies to the tribe, so I thought it would be a good idea to settle down and help out both sides. Now I sell the water to the Bedine and supplies to the AOists. How could I possibly have a better setup? That isn't very fair to your neighbors. You are absolutely right. I was very impressed they gave in so easily. It was most fortunate turn of events. Most neighbors would put up a fight, throw rocks, stun something. It was really strange that they're being so obdurate now. I could make a fortune if they were to tell me the secret of making their wine, or at least let me sell some. It's the only secret they seem to care about. They will talk about everything else for hours on end. Do not get me started on conversations about the holy glory of ambivalence. You've stolen their only other source of income. Why should they share with you? That is a good question. It is irrelevant, however, as they will not even listen to me on this matter. Maybe someday I shall convince them, or they will get a new minister who might take my offers seriously. It's their secret. Leave them alone. Oh, I know, but they know next to nothing about how to make a decent sale. They barely get by with the amount they trade, but I swear I could be rich inside of 5 years selling their wonderful wine. Is their wine really that good? Have you ever experienced a moment in life where the universe suddenly came to a halt and you think you're on the verge of understanding all the deepest questions in life? No. Have you ever stood on the premises of a mountain in the early morn, surrounded by fog, and then suddenly the sun rose, the fog lifted, and it was like you were seeing perfection?
Deacon feels that way one time when his old master lets him sit on his head and master breathes ice on human knights. Like watching little statues.
You sat on a dragon's head?
Well, me was composing song for master, and me tells it Deacon gots to get it right. Now how that sound goes?
Thank you. I will take your word on it. No need to sing anything. It's kind of annoying, the fact that I can't really persuade him persuade him to sort it out.
I greet you.
Yeah, I can't really sort that out for you. And no, I'm not going to help the Hobgoblin out, because that's just a bit mean. Gotta find a way out of here. Gotta find a guide, because right now I have nowhere to go. Ah, you look like the guidey sort, don't you?
Hail and well met.
Who are you? My name is Jasmine. This is my grove, simple as it may be. I tend to my affection, with affection regardless, and the wine made from the fruit of these plants is well loved and worshipped here. Is this the famous Aoist wine is growing? Yes, it is no great orchard and I'm sure exists in more fertile lands. Indeed, if I did not coax its gentle life in the sands, it would not even grow here. It is an old tradition amongst the druids of my people. This wine is sacred and used in meditations and rare rituals. The Aoists have adopted this custom and I'm glad to provide it for them. I'm repaying a debt. When I was a young child, I still lived with my fellow Badine. I became lost in the desert one day and the Aoists found me near death. They nursed me back to health and so I stayed here to perform a swan task for them. They revere the desert wine. I have not found a single person who can take me in the desert yet.
I greet you.
What should we hear? I'm not entirely sure how to get out of here now. What's my journal saying? Oh, behind the Temple of Owl. Okay, it's behind the temple. Now I feel stupid. Well, looks like the Hobgoblins won't be giving me anything. Yep, there it is. How did I miss this? I don't know. No tracks.
You want chicken?
Never gonna recommend him. Never gonna reprimand him. Tracks. The Valley of the Winds. I got experience for going through a door. I'm pretty impressed at this. You opened a door. You went down some stairs. Have 1,000 experience. Am I going to get attacked by something? No. No, that is somewhat surprising. I was expecting to be horribly attacked. Well, there's the remnants of the archaeology dig. Time to loot your corpse, time! You cannot, I'm sure, be talked to, because you are just a bit dead. Oh! You are not dead. You are not dead at all. Death, death comes so swiftly. Horrible laughter. We screamed and cried for mercy. Then more laughter. One more thing. They have found them. I could have helped you, you know, if you'd have let me. But no! Didn't want to let me help you. I wanted to cure you, and you were like, no.
Ooh, this is too much. I can't carry all this garbage.
Can you identify what that shield does? It's a tower shield +1. It's also a bit too heavy. What armor does it give me? It's heavy. It's very heavy. It's like 45 pounds. Never a fan of getting things that are way too heavy. I'll sell it off camera, I think, and return, because it doesn't deal a ridiculous amount of armor class. It has +3 and +1. Whereas this shield has +1 and +2, and it's not as heavy. So I'll catch you guys later. Until then, folks, until then, I'll see you then when we go down into the depths. See you later.